don't want to film for long. Famous last words. I really don't. I've got a migraine. Started to get it, I think, before I went to sleep last night. And every time I woke up, it was progressively worse. You can hear munching in the background. The dog's eating a carrot. I only had pain relief half an hour ago. I'm hoping it works because although I had a double dose, I took 2 of the ibuprofen lysine, but I had 2 of them at like 5 in the morning and it didn't work. So it's like hours and hours and hours later. I hope they work. I can't cope with it. I get stress migraines, and I also get a migraine if I'm going to come down with something. And seeing as I'm still ill, and I've been ill for 3.5 weeks, I'm hoping I'm not going to come down with something. I'm literally here with like one eye closed, the side that the migraine's on, with my hand leaning on my hand, my arm, like my arm's on the table and my head's leaning on my hand. You alright? Oh, you want to go out? Look at you. You're looking very pretty. God, my head is really killing. So, I don't even know what I'm up to. I came on to talk about something what stressed me out really. So I was in the downstairs toilet and I heard bang, bang, bang on the door. And it wasn't even like normal knocking, it was like louder than normal knocking. I was like, oh my God. And at first I thought maybe it's the delivery guy or woman. And I was like, well, they don't normally knock unless it's either a new one or sometimes some of the Amazon drivers, which it wasn't an Amazon, well, it wasn't a delivery driver anyway, I didn't know that then. Some of the Amazon the Amazon delivery drivers sometimes will knock on the door after they've left it, which I don't understand why they do that, but whatever. Some they're like, oh God, like, I hope they realise where the parcels normally go. Because I'm literally in pyjama bottoms, a t-shirt, not even brushed my hair, look, not even had a wash, nothing. So I'm stood there in the bathroom by the door and they bang again. Now I could hear 2 people talking as well. And I didn't know if it was 2 people or they were talking to the next door neighbour. But based on the fact they knocked again, they were potentially talking to the next door neighbour who would have told them that I was in. Now just because I'm in, shouldn't mean you should tell people. You need to stop being nosy as well. Honestly, super nosy neighbours. Anyway, so I'm like, oh my God, I can't deal with this. I went into panic mode because I didn't know who was at the door. So I walked out my house, obviously not the same where they were. Thought I locked the door on my way out. Got in my car and drove off. Not even joking. Drove off. They can't see my car from where they are, by the way. And I drove. And actually, when I was driving up the road, there was this bloke who came out, like, a few houses up, came out to a van, like a workman or something, and I drove past him, and then I basically went round in a circle, like I went round the block, but the block isn't a small block, like, it takes, like, maybe 5 minutes to go around the block. Maybe longer, I don't know, I didn't time it, because I was just like, oh my God, like, whatever. I left because I was scared, because I thought it was something to do with my ex, and that's why I left. I was absolutely terrified. I didn't know what to do. I kept thinking, should I pull over and ring my dad? Do I ring someone? I didn't know what to do because I didn't know who was physically at the door. So I thought, just go around in in this. Oh God, I can't even bloody talk today. I think it's because my head's killing me. And then drive past the house. I didn't really want to drive past the house because I thought if it's my ex or something to do with my ex, they're going to see me, potentially. So, when I drove past my house, 2 houses up, not next door, not the door after, I think it was the house after that, I'm not sure, it was one of those two. There was 2 blokes outside, one up some ladders, one holding the ladders, I think, or stood next to the ladders, I don't know. And I drove past my house, and literally, I didn't even properly look. I don't know what I was thinking, because obviously I'd gone past my house to look to see if there was anyone still there. And I only caught a quick glimpse because I totally forgot to look. It's probably because my head's banging like crazy, and also because I was really stressed out and scared who was at that door. I'm not saying no one ever comes to the house. Someone like came at weekend when the postman took my parcel to another house on another street, and there's only literally one other street around here. Well, maybe 2, but it can't. Is it not the same street though? Anyway, it doesn't really matter. They knocked on the door and I was fine because it was just like a normal knock, and my dad was in. It was a normal knock. Even though when it first knocked, it made me jump, but I was fine. But it was the way they banged on the door, and I was scared of who it was based on what's been going on. So, because I couldn't see anyone in that quick glimpse, I came back home basically. Anyway, I get out my car and I'm walking to my house, and I heard next door come out, and I was like, I don't really want anyone to see me because I'm in my bloody pyjamas. Like, I look like crap as well. I feel like crap because it feels like someone's literally kicking me in my head. I'm hoping these painkillers do something to me. I feel like it's eased a little bit. It might be because I'm not moving at all. I'm literally dead still. But I heard one of them, or both of them, come out the door, and I stopped dead in the tracks, and they couldn't see me where I was stood. And I'm literally like, I'm not scared of my neighbours, I just don't want a 5-hour conversation, and I don't particularly want anyone seeing me looking like this, because I don't look good, because I don't feel bloody good. So I'm stood there, it's windy as hell outside, which wasn't really bothering me because I do have a temperature. But I'm like, literally, what's my life come to when I'm literally avoiding the neighbour who wants a 5-hour conversation with me every time they see me? And I'm stood there, and then I heard them get in their car, so then I just rushed into my house. Then I found out I hadn't locked the back door. I'd just gone through the motions. Like, I literally thought I'd locked the door. I'd pulled the handle up and everything. But apparently I didn't lock the door. Do you know what I'd potentially done? I'd potentially gone the wrong way with the key. Do you know what I mean? I've done that sometimes when I've gone to lock it on when I'm going out for dog walks, but I realise instantly, but I think because I was so stressed and my head was banging, I didn't realise, and my priority was to get away from the house because I was scared who it was. And even when I was walking to my car, I was like, oh my God, what as if they're waiting for me? And that's all because someone was banging on my door. And that's the fear I fear because of my ex. And I come home, and I took some pain relief and I rang my dad. I was like, you won't believe what I just did. And he's like, what did you do? And I was like, someone was literally banging on the door. And I got so scared, and then I told him what I did. And no, I don't have cameras up because obviously I don't live on the meadows, and my dad put those cameras up because he was concerned. I've not had a camera up here. And like we were just talking about it on the phone. I said sometimes it'd be nice to know who's literally knocking on the door. I said, but I wouldn't want a Ring camera because they would press it. And like the Ring camera had a detrimental effect on my mental health because of what was going on at my house. So that's why we've not put a camera up. So there you go. We've not needed to put a camera up. But I do, because the police advised me to put cameras up because of my ex. And I just don't, I said like I don't really want to put cameras up. I know like it would have... I don't think it would have made that situation better because literally it was at least one bloke. I think they were talking to my next door neighbour. Because I knew my neighbour was out there because I heard him mooching about or whatever it was. So I think they were talking to my neighbour, and I think my neighbour was like, oh yeah, she's in, just keep knocking. Don't keep knocking. I could be in the shower, could be in the bath, I could be dead. You don't know what I'm doing. And that's because the neighbour's so nosy, he knew the back door was open. So, yeah. I need to go to the shop. I don't want to go to the shop. Let's be real. I won't blow my nose on camera. But I should have gone yesterday, but I couldn't work myself up to doing it. Like I couldn't, because of like the fear that I've got of seeing a certain ex. I'm not leaving the house as much, especially during the day, and I needed to go to shop, and then I worked out I could just about get through to today, but I need Lucozade because I've literally got my last one here, which I should be drinking. I've been trying to make a soup for my dad all week, but I can't find flour or corn flour, which I definitely brought with me. I think there's something that we've not unpacked somewhere. I mean, well, there is a lot of stuff we didn't unpack, but I think there's potentially a box with food in somewhere in the house. There is something in the kitchen that I think it's potentially in, but that's the only thing left in the kitchen that's not been gone through. Maybe I should have a quick look before I go and buy more flour and corn flour though. Or did I throw the flour out? I don't think I would have done. I'm going to have a quick look, but I still need orange Lucozade, toilet rolls because we're on the last one, because my dad keeps using it to blow his nose, but also I keep blowing my nose on toilet roll when I've got tissues, although... oh god, they're super low now. I need a couple of boxes of tissues as well. And I need my evening meal because I haven't actually got anything. Now in the freezer I do have 2 cod in batter or breadcrumbs, but I don't really fancy that. And then I think I've got a pack of chicken that's frozen, but also I don't really fancy that. So I don't know what I want. I'm potentially going to go to the shop and not know what I want and potentially have cereal later on. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm struggling with wanting food at the moment, and I'm just eating to eat, but I never know what I want because I don't really feel like anything. Like there's nothing like, oh, I wouldn't mind that, because I just don't feel that way at the moment. I have wrote a list, which is a good job I did that last night, because when I've got a migraine, I do forget all sorts of things. I think there's probably something else on that list that I can't remember. Now I am going to go to Lidl because as there is further away, and I feel more comfortable driving to Asda than Lidl, but I could potentially see this person either direction that I go. Lidl's nearer. I might take the dog if the sun's not out. Pity she can't go. Well, actually, it's not a pity she can't go in the shop because I can just imagine what she would do. But yeah, that's the plan. I would like a daytime walk. I don't know if that's going to happen. If I've still got this migraine this bad, I'm not going to go out during the daytime on a walk. It's hard walking with a migraine anyway, because your head's going bang, 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 and you're being constantly dragged. It's not good. But yeah, that's kind of the plan. If I get back, well, if I get out on time, and if I get back on time, so it basically means I need to eat this, which is my breakfast, even though it's after 12 o'clock. It's going up for 1, to be honest. I want to be out here just before 2. And the dog can come with me if, and it's a big if it's not sunny. I mean, she'll only be in the car 10 minutes, but I don't want it to be hot in the car, obviously. So she will potentially get left. But I keep forgetting I can take the dog to the shop. I used to take her all the time, and if I was just popping in for 5 minutes, or longer in winter, like I wouldn't do a full week of shop or anything, like, but she used to go everywhere with me, and she feels like she didn't even like being left at the last house because of stuff that would be going on. It was affecting her, but I can leave her here, but not for long, because huskies, you can't. She's outside now. Oh yeah, I was filming when I let her out. I mean, she can get in, the doors open, but I'm red hot now. I was cold when I came downstairs this morning. But yeah, if you ever come to my house, please don't bang like that, and please let me know you're coming. And if no one answers the door, please don't continuously bang on that person's door. But then again, don't listen to the next door neighbour. Honest to God, so nosy. Just, do you know what? It's because the back door's open. If I go out now and leave the dog here and it's not raining, that door will be open anyway. So they're presuming, because there's a door open, that someone's in. Like I always say, don't make presumptions about anyone or anything, because you really, really don't have a clue what's going on in people's lives. My dad left that door open when he left this morning, because the dog kept doing things. And there is puppy pads down, and she's not been doing it, but I think it's because I've been spending more time downstairs. I think it was because she wasn't getting the attention, and I think that's why she was doing it. I think there was times when it was genuine, she desperately needed to go and, like, we were in bed, but she could easily come and wake me up. She just chooses not to. I don't know what she's doing. Oh, I can see her. She's looking up at the sky. But I'm going to go, because if I don't go, I'm not going to get out here in time. And I really need to go to the shop. And I'm hoping, if my head eases even just 50%, I'm hoping, as much as I'm struggling with the daytime walks, I have managed one. So I'm hoping to manage another. I mean, that was a very difficult one though. See, this is what I'm struggling with. Like, I've not done it for months, and I don't want to do it because I'm scared to death of seeing someone. Oh, you've come in, have you? Anyway, subscribe, like, have a great day. Thank you for watching.